Hey guys, this is InfoJam, where we stop and update you on news and info from the past week. Leading news this week, microbiologist Susie Wiles has been named the 2021 Kiwibank New Zealander of the Year. Dr. Wiles has become a household name in New Zealand since the emergence of COVID-19. Officially, she was awarded the title for responding to one of our greatest challenges by sharing her knowledge with Aotearoa and the world. Dr. Wiles has illustrated science through tweeting, blogging, and as a media commentator. Other finalists in the running included Christchurch Muslim community leader Fariq Ahmed and domestic violence social entrepreneur Ranjana Patel. In world news, the court case for George Floyd has started in the United States. The trial is against policeman Derek Chauvin, who has been charged with murdering George Floyd. He was the former police officer who was accused of holding his knee on Floyd's neck for around 9 minutes, which is suspected to have led to his death. The public responded to Floyd's death, calling for a change in policing with mass protests that renewed attention for the Black Lives Matter movement across the US and what is said to have become the largest US civil rights movement since the 1960s. From the Odd Stuff file, a 3.6 metre python has bitten a man's bottom while he sat on the toilet. Fire crews were called to the bathroom of a house in Malaysia to deal with the incident. Experts believe the snake was hiding in the pipes below the toilet. It would have become startled when the man sat on the toilet, causing it to lash out. The bottom-biting python was successfully caught using a snake pole and has since been released. However, the snake was so large that it broke some of the piping in the toilet. Snakes like cool, dark places, just like a toilet. In sports, the Highlanders have triumphed over the Crusaders in a record-breaking game which took place on the 2nd of April. The Southern team shocked the previously unbeaten Crusaders to record their first win in 8 attempts against the Christchurch team. With a 16-0 halftime lead, the Highlanders piled on the pressure for the Crusaders to score points, which they did in injury time before the break, but couldn't manage much after that. Mitchell Hunt, an ex-Crusader, was the star playmaker for the Highlanders, steadily ticking the scoreboard over. The match recorded the Highlanders' biggest win over the Crusaders. Our pop culture topic this week is Space Jam. The release date for the movie Space Jam: A New Legacy has been announced. The film is scheduled for release in New Zealand on July 17th and will mark the first theatrically released film to feature the Looney Tunes characters since 2003. The movie star LeBron James will attempt to follow in the off-court footsteps of the legendary Michael Jordan, who starred in the film's predecessor back in 1996. Space Jam boasts a host of cameos from other real-life NBA players, all of whom play against James's Toon Squad as animated versions of themselves, in addition to other well-known Warner Media characters. Finally, the value of the week this week is diversity. Diversity is understanding that each individual is unique and recognizing our individual differences. The world is full of people who are all different, and there are times when we can feel awkward or uncomfortable and don't know how to act around people who are different to us. In these situations, it is helpful to ask questions, learn about people, and include them. Acknowledging and celebrating diversity and understanding that we are all different and different is good. And a huge shout out to Shirley Primary School in Christchurch. Stay cool team, have an awesome day. That's it for this term's InfoJams. If you want to know more about these stories and others like them, make sure you have a look around kiwikidsnews.co.nz. And remember to tune in next term for our next InfoJam. Have fantastic and safe holidays. Ka kite anō.